Hi Leo, welcome to your reading for September 2022. I know I'm a little bit late, but all in divine timing. So we are going to use 4 decks. By the way, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you can have a combination. I've been getting a lot of double Leos in the readings, like Sun and Moon, or Sun and Rising, so you've been showing up in other people's readings. This is also for those who are intuitively guided, which I know many of you are now, and I thank you for trusting your intuition. That just means that there's a sign that your guides are reaching out, however they can. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to use 4 different decks. We're going to start with our Mother Mary Oracle. We're going to use the Crystal Vision to do our first layer of clarification. Then we're going to use the Luminous Tarot, which I may do a separate spread with. We'll see. Or we'll go or level deeper. We'll see. And then we are going to use the Good Tarot for the main spread. So let's go ahead and begin. Give it a couple shuffles. Everything's pre-shuffled. You guys know that. Most of you do anyway. Welcome to anyone who's new, and welcome to everyone who's been here. I have a lot of special people who are Leos, so I love Leo. Okay, let's begin. Let's get right into it. I put on my Stiller jersey for my son, who was a Leo, born August 12th. He is no longer here with us in body, let's just say. My mom, August 5th, who's also crossed over. My grandson is right on the cusp on the 23rd of July. And then my boyfriend is on the cusp on the other side. He's a Virgo, but, he's right on that cusp. All right. Caring. Heaven cares for me, and I keep my heart open to caring about myself, others, and the world. Heaven cares for me, and I keep my heart open to caring about myself, others, and the world. Caring. Okay, we'll read that at the end where it's really profound. And let's bring the lid down and let's get into the tarot part. I do have my window open. I like you to hear the sounds of the birds and that, but sometimes we also hear lawnmowers. If that happens, we'll close the window. Well, these cards do not want to come together. Interesting. One more time. It's like they're fighting me. It's interesting because before I started your reading, I was just like, I was feeling a little anxious and like how to calm myself down. So I'm wondering if some of you are experiencing that type of energy, like anxiety, or I don't know. It's hard to explain. All right, let's begin. We're going to let the story unveil itself with the Good Tarot, and then we will shuffle using the other decks. All right, Leo, let's begin. We have the Star. Beautiful. First of all, card of Aquarius. This is about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and actively manifesting them. It's like I have a dream, but this is trying to manifest them. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Some of you, this could be talking about a new avenue in your life, a new creative avenue. I like the star right beside it because I feel like if this is talking about, something that you've been thinking about doing or something that you've already moved into. We have the 17, which comes down to an 8, and then we have another 8, new beginnings. And the 8 of Pentacles speaks about the willingness to be the apprentice, learn as I go. It also speaks about as, in this energy, if I focus upon it, I can truly grow it. I can grow it to success. It's interesting. Some of you, it's like I just noticed there's a bass. I think that's a bass. Some of you, this could speak about musical instruments that you haven't picked up in a while, or maybe you don't even know that you'd be good at it. We have the Page of Pentacles. And then we have another 8, the 8 of Wands, fast-moving energy. This is good news because the 8 of Wands is mirroring the star. The 8 of Wands speaks about what I think about, I bring about, right? But it's also very fast-moving energy to the point where it can feel somewhat chaotic. But I don't think this is anything you have to worry about. Matter of fact, it's interesting. I'm looking at this Page of Pentacles, and I feel like this is talking about something that, listen, you either have the wisdom, the creativity, the knowledge to begin. It's almost like, I went through school, I've got my degree, and now it's time for me to put it into action. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Hermit. Card of Virgo. You have Aquarius and Virgo. Here are connected. First of all, it's a 9. It's about reflection. But this is really, I feel like for some of you, this is talking about a path, about your spirituality. And I feel like this path has opened up new doors for you. I just noticed like the keys are hanging there. It's like the keys to the kingdom, but it lies within your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, and then actively manifesting them. Being willing to put my head down and get to work, do whatever it takes, right? I already have like the wisdom and the knowledge. Doesn't mean, again, that I'm an expert at anything, but I have a feeling eventually you will be. And then the 8 of Wands, moving quickly. The Hermit. I often feel like the Hermit is someone who is willing to go through that dark night of the soul. They're willing to examine, if I've been in the dark night of the soul, and that can just mean really anything that has taken you down. This is I'm able to go through it really with a spiritual lens. And, I'm seeking answers in the Hermit's energy. But I feel like the Hermit is doing it for like the collective, because ultimately the Hermit becomes what I feel like is the master teacher. Or let's put it another way, when the Hermit like receives those answers that he's seeking, he then shines that light on others. The High Priestess. Well, I don't know. Except that it feels like your intuition is trying to move you. Your intuition wants you to listen to it, not doubt it. Interesting. We have the 5 of Pentacles coming under the Page of Pentacles. So, first of all, right now the Hermit and the 5 of Pentacles are mirroring each other with your intuition in between. So, the 5 of Pentacles speaks about, a period in my life where something happened that was probably against my control. Probably not what I wished for, right? But in the same breath, it almost feels like, here's the star, right? This is your true dreams and hopes. And, you know, I know a lot of people don't like when I say this, but sometimes I feel like these tower moments come to move us into, you know, a higher vibration, let's say. I feel like you've been on a path of trying to understand, not even trying, but maybe you have the understanding now of some of the hardships in your life. Not just that, but I also feel like, you know, there may have been something that when you were younger that you really wanted to bring to life, but for whatever reason, maybe you couldn't. Well, now I feel like you can. Maybe now the time is right. Maybe what was didn't suit what wants to be. We have the Hierophant, your belief system. You know, I feel like with the Eight of Wands above it, it's like, I got to get this in check now. You know, there feels like an urgency to like really look at my belief system, like my faith. You know, my believing in myself, and my believing in, you know, like, you weren't put here for nothing, right? You weren't put here for nothing. We all have, you know, particular seeds of interest that our soul wants to experience. Hierophant, your belief system. It's interesting because it's mirroring now the Hermit. So I feel like you've learned a lot. I do feel like you've learned a lot. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the King of Swords. Can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We do have Aquarius right there. Just want to look under him. We have the Page of Cups. We'll see. We'll see what that means. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the Crystal Tarot and let's go a level deeper. Again, pre-shuffle. Level deeper. Starting at the Star. You have 3 8s on the table so far. You know, to me, 8s speak about a new beginning, a new day. The sun will come up tomorrow. All right. Start at the Star. The 7 of Pentacles came out. Well, 7 of Pentacles to me, well, it's a couple things. 7 of Pentacles is a lesson in patience, number 1. 7 to me is a spiritual number, right? I'm learning about my spirituality. You know, I'm figuring out I'm not just this human body. I also, you know, I'm a spiritual being. And I feel like, you know, bringing all that out for manifesting what it is that, I don't know, I kind of feel like it's a dream. You know, it's a dream. It may have taken time. Again, I feel like that's why the 5 of Pentacles is here. It's like, you know, whatever you were moved from, I'm not going to say it was easy, but I am going to say that ultimately I feel like it was here to help. 7 of Pentacles are your soul seed of intention. You know, it's the patience is the waiting for it to ripen. Right? Ready. I'm waiting for the right time. You know, when the apple is ripe. That's when I pick it. Not before, not after. Something it feels like your soul is just meant to do. We have the 6 of Swords. Six of Swords. Okay. First of all, to get to the 6 of Swords, and by the way, she's walking away, right? Like, you can see, like, she's in this snow, right? Cold energy. It's almost like being surrounded by spirit, right? The energy is cold. But there's something that was toxic to her abundance, to her dreams. And this is the realization of that, and then the leaving of that. Now, sometimes this can be our own thought system. Like, I'd never be good enough to, like, play a bass or, create this within my life. But this is telling you, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Get rid of those negative thoughts. Those, that's probably why I was feeling like somewhat anxious, almost like, I don't know if I can, but you can. And this is the realization of it. Sometimes it's people and sometimes it's our own thoughts. But this is the moving away from that. And it does speak about choppy waters. Again, much like the Five of Pentacles, it doesn't say it's an easy ride, but what it does say is it's moving you to maybe a dream life. How fast your cards are coming out. Well, there's that Five of Swords. The Five of Swords existed back in the Page's energy. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Interesting. Ace of Wands, inspired action. Coming over the Eight of Wands. Inspired action, coming quick. Movement, right? This Ace of Wands, we do have to reach out and say, yes, I want it. I'm willing, yes. Yes, please. But listen, I feel like the Ace of Wands, we have the energy of patience coming over your dreams. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, which could certainly have been you at an earlier time, especially if it's relating to your pentacles. This toxicity that has really kind of held back this dream for you now is being cleared. Again, you're doing some of that clearing, but I also feel Divine is doing some of that clearing. So it's like you're hand in hand, right? Why? Because here comes this Ace. Here comes this Ace. It's on your tree of life. It's under your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Seven of Swords. Okay, well. I feel like one of these kings maybe, in a way, I hate to blame someone else for holding me back because ultimately it's my decision, right? But I do feel, that there must have been a negative energy attached to either this King of Cups or the King of Swords. I have a feeling it's the King of Swords. Again, it doesn't necessarily, you don't necessarily have to worry about the signs. King of Swords could be someone who maybe wasn't speaking the truth with the Seven of Swords here, right? This is untrustworthy energy. It's coming over your intuition, though, the High Priestess. So this is energy you can feel. May have taken me some time. But it does feel like, someone was untrustworthy. And, it just feels like, I could have stuck around. But I don't think anything would have changed. Listen, maybe they threw you the tower, and it hurts. But what if they did you a favor? Now, I don't know that they did that to give you a favor, but I feel like Divine is like, they did you a favor. Untrustworthy energy. Six of Swords right above that. Look at that. These cards flipped over. Interesting. We have the Five of Pentacles coming over the Five of Pentacles. The fives in the eights. Listen. Fives change. 5, 5, 5, 5. Changes. Eights. New beginnings. But these are good new beginnings. It is like the sun has finally come out. And then you have the magician, the manifester. Some of you may be in a personal year 1, or you may have a life path 1. That is the magician's energy. That means, this is the year to manifest. I'm in personal year 1, and I know that I've manifested a lot of new things this year. Some of you are manifesting a dream that has been a long time coming. And listen, I just feel like it couldn't have happened in this old energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck. All right, I'm going to leave this out, and I'm going to bring the Lumers Tarot over it. It just, your reading just feels very, very clear. The magician coming over the Hierophant, your belief system. Can I manifest my dreams? Can I truly manifest my dreams? The magician is saying yes. The, divine is giving you the way with the Ace of Wands. Your dreams are opening up this reading. It's saying it's on your tree of life. Listen, whether I know if I'm going to be good at something or not, if you are drawn to something and, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that you're drawn to that develop over time and just get better and better and better. I feel like that with tarot. Like in the beginning, it's night and day, but it's taken time. But I had to learn as I go, learn as I went. I feel like for some of you, it is talking about a person who, I don't know, I guess, they were dishonest. Maybe, you couldn't trust their word. And even though it still feels like the tower fell on you, in a way, well, it fell on them too. It's interesting. I put a post out yesterday, and I can't remember exactly what it said, but I feel this in the reading. It's almost like, what was it? For someone who hurt me, I'm not looking to get them back. I'm walking away. I'm forgetting about it. I'm letting it go, and I'm gonna let life take care of them. Karma. We can carry, right, the anger, the hurt, or we can let it go. We have the 9 of Cups. Wow, I like that a lot. Coming over the Star and the 7 of Pentacles. This is about your, this is you with the 9. This is you finding harmony. I feel like you're finding something that really, truly brings you a sense of joy. This is you loving your life. Interesting, because here, maybe not so much, right? But after the 6 of Swords, after the choppy waters, the Ace shows up, and boom. The Hermit again. I feel a couple different things with this. Certainly it could be a Virgo. We do have double Virgo on the table right now. But I also feel this is about your wisdom and what you've gained through the process, right? Through the process of your life, the pinnacles of your life, all that you've learned, all that you've gained. And I feel like this is you using it in your world now. I feel like, it's like I found the light. I found my light. It's like the Hermit wants to illuminate the way for you. We have the 2 of Wands. Two Wands did come in reverse. I kind of don't even feel like reading it in reverse, but I'm going to. And the reason I'm going to read it in reverse is because it's coming over these fives. And I feel like what it's saying is it may have taken time, right? It may have taken time to get excited about what can be, because I've been trapped in a way in this feels like heavy type energy. Two of Wands, I just been noticing like this person has the world in their hand. I feel like this is just saying in reverse that it's taken time for you to move out of these fives, to make these changes. Some you didn't ask for. They happened anyway. But I do feel like that happened again. Like, I know it doesn't feel like a blessing because it's difficult. But if we know that our spirit can get through it, right? Our spirit has been here, done that. We can get through this. Our intuition tells us that. Also, the Seven of Swords coming over the High Priestess. It's like, I feel, and the Hermit, right? Because the Hermit's illuminating, first of all, the Seven of Swords, but also the Nine of Cups. So it's like if anybody comes in or anything comes in after this point, after these changes, and they come in the type of energy that's hard, well, that you don't know whether you can trust. I feel like immediately you can feel it now. Maybe before you couldn't, and now you can. It's like if somebody comes towards me in a lower vibration, I feel it, I know it. And maybe I just don't allow it, right? I've learned that lesson. Because the Hermit's illuminating that Nine of Cups, so it's where you are enjoying your life again. I don't need someone untrustworthy to come back in. But I feel like it took a moment. Well, that's why. The Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is a self-created prison. I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like I'm trapped. I'm not, but I feel it. I have the illusion that I am stuck. Eight of Swords, again, Eight of Swords is that self-created prison. There's only one person who can uncreate it, and that is you. Why? Because you created it. It's somewhat illusionary. Again, like maybe I feel like I'll never be able to get out of this type of energy, but it's like I got to take the blindfold off. I got to be truthful with myself. I got to know that this is illusionary, that I feel stuck. Because look what follows it. The Ace of Pentacles. So now you have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. To me, the Ace of Pentacles talks about something that's coming into your physical world. Eight of Wands is about the energy of it. Inspired. I feel like you're being inspired for your next moves. I feel like it's inspiring you to bring you to the Nine of Cups. For you to bring yourself to the Nine of Cups. I feel like the difficulty, you've learned a lot. And maybe that's what it was about. It was about the wisdom you have gained. Now, some of that wisdom is simply, I know what I don't want, right? I can feel that energy now if someone is dishonest or if there's something I shouldn't trust. If I trust my intuition, don't second guess it. So one thing I want to say with the Virgo energy is you can overthink. Eight of Swords, I can overthink. I can feel trapped. Again, Ace of Pentacles. Especially coming over the Magician. It's almost like you got to make the decision. Alright, I want to look at the Two of Wands reversed that's moving into this that's moving into the Eight of Swords. I just want to look at it. Two of Pentacles. Alright. Two of Pentacles. it's a question. So they call this a juggler's card. I feel like this is a more of a, can I do this? This is using the logical mind, which I think is a good thing here, because I feel like sometimes my thought system can override, right, my first instinct. This ace is coming in. This ace is coming in. No matter what. Now, what I do with it is going to be up to me. I like this ace feels like it's coming right from the hand of God. You know, if nothing else, it is the way to help you out of this energy, let's say. But I feel more it's here to help you bring a dream to your reality. Okay. I wanted to look at just these aces because I just feel like it's so clear. It's so clear. Let's pick all this up. Don't forget, you have the Magician with the star here. You know, the star does ask you to actively manifest, right? And I do feel like the star is, you know, half divine, half me, working hand in hand. It is matched, again, by the Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy. The Magician. The ability to manifest. Alright. I just want to pick these up. And I just want to make us some room. Let's do it like this. Alright, we have the Seven of Swords. Looking right back at that ace. Looking right back at that ace. It's almost like someone has stolen my opportunities before. It's coming before the ace. So I don't feel like it's about what's after the ace. I feel like this is just talking about, you know, it just feels like robbed of my inspiration, robbed of, you know, I'm saying robbed, but I feel like, you know, like I had dreams maybe, and maybe I gave my time to another and put it on the back burner. Well, but no longer. So the Eight of Cups coming on the other side of this Ace of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Excuse me one second. Okay, right back. Had a knock at my door. Alright, so interesting. It's almost like, you know, like I'm looking at the past and I feel like this ace has always been there. But it's like this energy wants to rob it from you, or did rob it from you. And then you have the Five of Wands over that. It's like, you know, when I think of the Five of Wands, again, another five, by the way, five says, look, what's going on? What needs changed? This can talk about ego, right? Maybe I'm trying, listen, maybe this person in the Seven of Swords is like narcissistic, and I'm trying to change that, but I won't. It's like, I won't win, but maybe you will win by just letting it go. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to try to change it. I'm just going to leave it. Sometimes in the Five of Wands, I can get wrapped up in the drama. This could also speak to you why this ace is coming to you. because you've been in this type of energy of, untrustworthy type of energy, whoever it's coming from. And then this energy of a lot of ego, right? Where, listen, if I'm looking for someone to say they're wrong, it's not going to happen in that energy. I just want to be careful that I don't get pulled into it because it's a 5. Don't get pulled into it. Well, hello, Will. Destiny. Listen, I feel like this is difficult energy, but yet at the same time beautiful energy. I feel like it's showing us both sides of the coin, right? But I feel like maybe what I went through is going to make me, number one, a better person. Number two, though, I feel like it's almost like if someone's been robbing me from my dream, no more. It's like I'm saying no more. No more. And I feel like that's what the 8 of Cups is also talking about. We're doing Leo. We have 8s everywhere. This is about what this 7 of Swords has done to your emotional house, right? Put it in chaos. But this is the 8 of Cups is really about you clearing that energy. Listen, I could have loved someone who just wasn't good. And then we have the King of Pentacles. It's interesting because we have the Queen here, and now we have the King. This King is coming after the Wheel. This may talk about if it's a partnership or a relationship that's much more like-minded energy. Again, doesn't really matter the signs. Let's talk about what the Queen and King, the King is someone who looks at the big picture of a situation. The Queen is someone who picks out those details, right? It's like you can't sneak by me without me being able to feel it, know it, see it. I'm going to slide these up because I'm not quite done. Look under the Ace and under the Wheel. This Ace now is like handing it to the Wheel. Again, your destiny. 7 of Wands. Two Swords, the Lovers, and the Sun. The Lovers in the Sun. First of all, I want to say that this is coming after the Ace. After the Ace. This could be speaking about a certain type of energy that's coming towards you. The Lovers can put me in a head or heart, head over heart decision, as so would the 2 of Swords. It's interesting because I feel like these aces are coming to you no matter what, but it's really going to depend on your own energy of what you do with them, whether you recognize them. I feel like you will. And I also want to say, with the Lovers in the Sun coming out, first of all, I feel like there is some difficult energy I had to get over. I feel like there has been someone or people who have been around you just, listen, not a friend but a foe. Could have been a wife, a husband, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a mother, father, all of that. But I feel like the one thing it's saying is there's certain energy that you cannot change within another, and maybe you're not even meant to, right? Maybe that's their own lesson, but it doesn't mean you have to put up with it. That's the main thing. It doesn't mean that you should stay in it. And I feel like as I look down here, and here's the Seven of Wands, where Seven of Wands is about defending one's actions, right? I feel like I need to defend my actions. But at the same breath, I feel like, are you also now, due to what you have learned, helping others to defend themselves? You may be asking yourself, is this a path? Listen, if that's a path that you have been questioning, trust that, because I feel like that's exactly what it's saying. But then we have the Lovers and the Sun, who are really coming outside the spread. It's like the sun is illuminating the Lovers. So I feel like this reading is talking about two different things. I feel like, first of all, it's talking about a dream. And when I say a dream that you can manifest, you have to be willing to put in the work, right? Put my head down. It comes from your wisdom, your creativity, but it also comes from your previous lessons in life. Okay, so I feel like that energy first I clear. And the more I clear it, and when I say clear it, sometimes I literally just have to leave it. Sometimes I cannot fix, right? And maybe I'm not meant to. I feel like this is talking what's coming after the wheel. But I'm not going to leave it there. By the way, Gemini and Leo right there. Tell me more just about the Lovers and the Sun. We have the King of Wands. And then we have the Chariot. Wow. It's interesting because, yes, this is the ruler of Leo. But this is also about a brand new day, right? The sun will come out tomorrow. A brand new day. But it's connected to the Lovers. If nothing else, it's a special connection. I feel like I've been with, maybe I've been with people who, some have served me fine and some not so much. I feel like this may be someone special, but it may have taken a long time to get to here. And I feel like the more I understand my energy, or energy in general, the bigger and brighter this will be. King of Wands can be you, Leo, another Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but then you have the Chariot. The Chariot. Wow, it's interesting because you have the Lovers and the Sun right here. It's interesting. I wonder if the Moon is anywhere. Nope, Five of Swords on the bottom of that. So the Chariot. Chariot's about unlimited potential. But it doesn't come to you until you're ready for it. What does that mean? It means the Chariot's asking something of you. It's asking you to find that balance within yourself. When you find that balance within yourself, I feel like you'll find it within other people. And what I mean by that is, listen, some are karmic and some are soulmates. It's the balance between the masculine and the feminine, the light and the dark. And then it says, now you are ready to control this chariot with your mind, with your intentions. And it's unlimited potential. Sometimes I feel like if the chariot came in too soon, I would just wreck it, right? I would wreck it. But this has taken you to unlimited places. You had the Hierophant a few times. You've got to believe that. You've got to trust that. But you also got to know, beautiful cards within the Lovers and the Sun and the Wheel and these two aces, right? But if I don't clear certain energy, would it even make a difference? Would it make a difference? Gemini, Cancer, Leo, in order. Well, kinda. Alright, I just want to leave out the Lovers now. I know. Like, why don't you just let it be, Sandy? Because I have a very curious mind. I want to look at the Lovers. Let's not forget what was there. And let's bring in a whole new deck. And we're going to bring in, interesting, this card does not go. Capricorn. Let's give it a couple shuffles. So we're going to use the Gilded Tarot. And again, I'm just going to look around the Lovers. I want to know more about this. First of all, these Lovers are completely naked. To me, that's a sign of nothing to hide, right? I have nothing to hide here. You know, and I'm also getting this feeling of like God saying, you know, how lower energies can affect us and we get stuck in them, right? But don't forget there's also higher energies. Sometimes we forget that. All right. Tell me more about these Lovers. I want to know, is this, I feel like it's good. We have the Three of Wands. Well, I feel like it's good. That's what the Three of Wands is. It's my outlook. You know, it's looking at the world with unlimited potential. Instead of putting limits, I'm letting those limits go. Where can it go? Anywhere it wants to go. Three of Wands, it's that energy of knowing that my ships will arrive, but they'll arrive at the right time. And it's just the trust in that. Look at this Strength card. Hello. First of all, another 8, another card of Leo. If you don't think you're attached to the Lovers, hello, it's attaching you. Whoa. The Emperor. And the Eight of Pentacles. Came this way. First of all, I love that you have the Emperor with the Eight of Pentacles. This tells me that we go way back to the first spread, that dream, right? And again, I feel like it's in your pentacles, in your creative house. Let's put it that way. It just means you don't have to make money with it, but it's something that brings you a sense of joy, or you do make money with it. You know, however you take it. This is beautiful energy of saying that as long as you're willing to put the focus on that, right? The Eight of Pentacles really says whatever you focus on is what you're going to grow. Some of you, I feel like this is talking about, you know, whatever you are growing in your pentacles. I feel like, I don't know, is this Lover in that house? And what I mean by that is, I feel like they're on that path. Jeez. Come on. Look at this. The Lovers. And then look at that. The Star. Look at this. You have the Lovers. You have the Lovers. And now you have the Star. The Star opened up your reading. And the Star is closing your reading. Now we have both Lovers on the table. Both Lovers. Some of you may find yourself collaborating with someone and then just may fall in love. Just may fall in love. This is really interesting, guys. I feel like there's a few of you out there who may specialize in like twin flames, or you're learning about twin flame energy, or let's just say you're learning about higher type vibrations and energy and dimensions, that type of thing. It almost feels like a connection, like these lovers have always been together, even though physically they have not. Interesting too, when you look at this lover's card, it's like this woman, right? She's in the flesh, but this lover, this man, is in a spirit form. But in this lovers, they're together. I feel like they're just always connected. They've always been connected. You've always been connected. What can I say? I feel like your dreams are coming to fruition. I feel like if you're able to clear the energy of the past, all those swords, divine is certainly responding to you with all those aces. It is not just about love. It is about your creative house and what you're going to do with it. It is about the wisdom you've gained along this journey. It is learning sometimes I can't change people, but it doesn't mean I have to stay and try, right? Listen, I feel like your life has been getting you ready for this point, and now you feel ready. I pray that you manifest these dreams that you have, that you at least put some type of inspired action towards it. Because I feel like if you put inspired action towards your dreams, they're going to manifest. Now, I do want to say, let go of control of exactly how it must look and exactly how it must come. This is more about trusting, right? Trusting in divine. Like you can see right from the get-go, they have your back. It doesn't guarantee us that we won't have hard, difficult journeys. Quite the opposite. Many of our souls, that's where we gain our greatest wisdom. Well, does this not feel like the greatest gift after the fact? It's almost like in this energy, I say, well, it was worth it. But until I reach that energy, it's hard to feel that. It was worth it. You've overcome a lot. I feel like so has someone else. You do have the Emperor here, which is a card of Aries. We have to put that out there. Double Gemini. We had double Leo. Double Aquarius. Double Virgo. A lot of doubles. Alright, I think I'm going to read the Mother Mary card and leave this be because I just don't. I 100% understand this energy, and I hope you will too. But let's read from Mother Mary, caring. Mother Mary sends you this card as a reminder that she cares deeply for you and your family. Although you may sometimes feel alone, you are definitely watched over and protected. When life is stressful, though, as it has been lately for you, you may not feel the Blessed Mother's loving presence. So, carry this message with you to help you know that divine love is here for you. This card also asks you to keep your heart open and continue caring for others, even though you may feel unappreciated or used. Remember that your spiritual path is to be loving and helpful, not to change others. However, you don't need to, nor should you, stay in any abusive or toxic situation or relationships. Most important, care for yourself, dear one. Take time for you and attend to things that are important for your health, your happiness, and your well-being. Does that fit or what? Remember that your spiritual path is to be loving and helpful, not to change others. That's what I felt right at the beginning. However, you don't need to, nor should you, stay in any abusive or toxic situation or relationship. That's what, it's what divine is helping move you from. Again, nobody's saying it's easy, but look at the outcome. Look at the outcome. It's like for those who are daring to take that chance, look at the outcome. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Wow. I love you. I pray that your dreams, first of all, that your dreams come true, and that divine gives you the energy and the gumption to go after them. I feel like these lovers are it's going to be a happy accident when they come together. But they've been connected, I feel like, forever and evermore. I love you guys. I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.